Well, good morning, everybody. It is April 16th, and the decision has been made. The Fish and Game Commission has decided, they voted unanimously to allow the governor and in collaboration with Fish and Game Director Bonham to close any fisheries that are requested to be closed, county by county, or any authorities that have that ability to determine if fishing were to be open or closed in their particular area. This would include some tribal lands and some other things, but it is done. It's voted. It was unanimous. They have the ability to close it, and it looks like the Eastern Sierra will be closed. There will be a fishing ban in this Sierra. There will be no trout opener. I know in several instances they've tried to soften the blow of this message by saying it was just postponed and it's not a ban, it's just a postponement. But again, to me, that's the same thing. Can I go fishing there? No, then it's a ban. They're banning fishing, they banned it. And That's fine. I mean, what can we do as fishermen other than on the backside with our votes and our money to coerce people to make better decisions on this type of thing in the future? Now, granted, myself, I have a huge respect for the medical staff out there, the front line that are in the hospitals dealing with this. I don't want to see thousands of people go up to the Sierra either. But I deeply believe that that would not have been the case if they just left the opener open. I really don't think they would have seen thousands of people going up there like they say that there would have been. I mean, let's face it, guys, a lot of people are broke. There's a lot of people out of jobs right now. Yeah, there was a stimulus check, but I just don't see people using this money as a whole to be traveling up there. A lot of people are also aware there's no hotels, all the campgrounds are closed. I mean, if somebody were to go up there, somebody like me, I'd probably be camping somewhere in rural Death Valley, and travel in for the day. I mean, I really don't think I would be much wanting to visit some of these local towns anyway. Um, they don't want us there. There's a very anti non-resident sentiment right now that's quite rude. In fact, I mean, I understand they're worried, but the discourse has been just insanely rude by a lot of these rural communities. Like, they at one time they're telling us all to f off, but then they're like, yeah, but once this is over, come back and spend your money here at our businesses. And I gotta, I gotta disagree with that sentiment 100%. If these businesses think that they could be rude about this and act like they own those mountains, and then on the backside try to tell us to come back and spend money with them, I have news for those businesses. I ran a poll on my channel of over 5,000 people and quickly gaining votes. And over right now, it's close to 80% of people say that they will not support businesses that supported this ban. So if you're a business up there and you're watching this video, understand that people are going to boycott your business. And how are they going to know this? Well, on this channel, I'm going to post a list of businesses. I'm going to cover the people that supported this and show all the viewers out there, the people that know. And a lot of people from Southern California that visit the Sierra visit this channel for information about up there. And I think they should know. I think they should know what businesses and what entities were opposed to this or are in support of this ban. And like I said, I'm not heartless. I think that people probably shouldn't have been going up there in thousands. But folks, let's be real about this. I mean, Big Bear Lake is a few miles from millions of people, and they just have minimal people visiting there. And it's open right now. You can go up there and fish today. If you go up there on a Saturday right now, you might see 40, 50 people on the whole lake fishing. So why would anybody think that there would be thousands of people driving 300-400 miles to go fish where there is no support, no hotels, nothing open? I just don't see it happening, guys. I think it's a major overreaction, and people jumped on the bandwagon and they just think it's the right thing to do. I mean, here's the bottom line here, too. There's no medical support for this claim that this will be spreading the virus. I mean, there's already, social distancing in order here. Everybody knows, stay away from other people, don't be gathering more than 10. And guess what? Now there's a statewide uh, mandate on wearing a mask. So everybody's going to be wearing masks. No one's going to be standing around each other. I don't really see what the problem was. And I like I said, I think it's ridiculous. I think people are just they don't like fishing. They don't care about fishing, and they just don't want people up there. And let's be real about this. The real bottom line here is a lot of people that live in Bishop, Mammoth, they feel like those are their mountains. They think they literally think that they own those mountains. And I'll show you. I'm going to prove to you that that's the truth about that. Here we are on Mammoth. This is uh, Mammoth Times. Visitors are discouraged from coming to Mammoth. Let me read you this small quote right here. Uh, this will show you what I'm talking about exactly. Um, there's a spot in here in this article. Let's get to where that is. Um, so let's see, because right in here, I want to show you what their mentality is up here. It's actually quite interesting. It says, in a difficult but necessary decision, Mammoth Lake's tourism has begun to put out messaging discouraging visitation of Mammoth Lakes at this time to stop the introduction of the outside illness to our community. The illness is already in Mammoth Lake, so I don't understand that mentality already. It's already there, and that's their own residents' fault. People that live there are the ones that spread it. Um, but I thought this was interesting right here. Right here is the part I'm talking about. This is the mentality that I cannot stand. It says, "This is a hard message for us to send. As we know, many of you cherish Mammoth Lakes and the wilderness that surrounds it, but we ask you to respect our community and request that you stay home for now. If we all work together, we can do the right thing during this public health crisis." Okay, so notice what they include: the wilderness that surrounds. So, I get it. If you want to tell me I can't go into the city of Mammoth Lakes, all right, no problem. But who are these people to think that they control the wilderness? Are you serious? Do they understand what they're saying right there? I mean, that is trampling on the Constitution, just trampling on it. What country do they think that we all live in that they can just, what? In our opinion, you shouldn't even use the wilderness. Stay out of our mountains. That's the mentality that I get annoyed by in this whole situation. And I think that that's where a lot of this is coming from with the fishing ban is a lot of people up there feel like they own those mountains, that they own that area, and that we're all just visitors. Well, the reality is everybody's a visitor to the wilderness. Everybody's a visitor to those mountains. I don't care if you live one block away or halfway across the world. Nobody owns those mountains. If anybody owns it, it's just the federal government. But as far as that goes, I mean, everybody is equally able to go to these mountains. I would never advocate that shutting down the wilderness for any reason. There's no reason why it shouldn't be open for people to use. And I think that mentality right there, it's very common. I mean, you could go throughout the internet, local pages up there and read business comments and stuff, and you'll see it's a very common sentiment. They just feel like they own this area. Another one, I'll show you another one right here. Uh, this is another one, and this is a great example, guys. Another business that I'm going to recommend people absolutely boycott. Look at this one: a sign outside a Kern River fly shop in Kernville urged out of towners to go home, please, out of respect for our locals and everyone's health. Okay, so Kern Fly Shop, another one that I will make sure that people understand. Remember, 80% on my page said that they will be boycotting businesses that advocate for this ban. And here's another one. So again, there are a lot of people up there that are advocating for this. And I really think, like, do you think that this guy at the Kern River Fly Shop, do you think that he's not out fishing right now, then using all the waters locally there while everybody is asked to go home? Of course he is. They're out there fishing right now. I guarantee it. They're out there using those waters and enjoying the wilderness that they're telling you and I that we cannot use. And that's what I think is ridiculous about this. That's why this ban is stupid, because it's just a bunch of people that are advocating that no one else can use it, but please, we can use it. And we actually saw that in the call yesterday on the teleconference call, where a lot of people were stating just that. They're like, "Yeah, I live in so and so county, and I would love the ban, but let's keep it open for us locals." There was some guy from Bridgeport, a representative from Bridgeport, saying that, and a few others. I mean, that's what I don't like about this. If you're going to ban it across the board. Nobody can fish it. Nobody. And then we'll talk about the fairness of the situation. But these people that are self righteous and just think that they own the river, they own it. I mean, listen to this guy. Who are these people that think that they have the right to tell people to stay home like that? You know what? We'll do you one better, Kern River Fly Shop. We're going to make sure that people know that when this is over, that no one is spending money in your fly shop. And when you're out of business, I want you to go back and look at how you acted in your selfishness in telling people what they can and can't do with their rivers and mountains, something that we all own together. But here you are telling people to go home like you own it. I got news for y'all. There's going to be financial and political ramifications when this is all done. Now, like I said, I'm all for social distancing. I'm all for not flooding areas with a bunch of people. I don't want the virus to grow. I don't want people to die from the virus. But I think that this is out of control. I think that they've overstepped bounds. Here they're talking about being surgical, but as I said in my video yesterday, that they're talking about just in a few counties, they're like, we're doing this in a surgical matter. Well, they're shutting down somewhere near 15 million acres of land for use. 15 million. And like Inyo County might have 300-400 fishable waters that are going to be closing down. And you're going to tell me that all of those waters would be putting, their local towns in danger? I mean, give me a break. I just think it's an overreaction, guys. That's where I'm at. I have sympathy for people that are getting the virus. I have sympathy for people that are fighting this virus off, like the medical staff. I feel bad for mainly right now that this has been done. You know who I feel bad for is the fish and game, the fish and wildlife guys up there that are going to be dealing with people that are going to be popping off and fishing anyway. I've seen the comment section of a few posts already, and people are flat out saying, I'm going fishing. I am not going to listen to this. And when you write me my ticket, I will see you in court. I've already contacted my lawyers. They know what's going to happen. I'm going to court. I would love to fight you. I can't wait to receive my money. So it's going to be confrontational, and unfortunately, this is something they didn't think this all through. And I have a feeling that other counties are going to join in. Remember, this opened the door to any county. So that means San Bernardino County. That means San Diego County. I mean, anybody can jump in on this. And I think, guess what? I think they're going to jump in. So it's going to spiral downward, guys. And right now, where it sits, the bottom line is it's been approved. Any county can jump in at this point, and I think right now we're just waiting to hear and see. There's supposed to be a list of waters on the Fish and Game website that will show what is now closed. And let's just hope that they are as transparent on that as they need to be, because hey, if there is something open, we want to know about it so we can go fish there. But as other people were stating on the call, which is, I think, a valid point, is when you close one area, it's going to push everybody, guess what, to another area. And so a lot of areas are just going to see crowding. And guess what? I just think it's all going to get closed down. because of this. Instead of just being smart, regulating, asking people to social distance, stay away from each other, and all that. Nope, we're just going to shut it all down. Shut it all down. And meanwhile, locals will be up there breaking the law, walking around, taking pictures, and doing what they want to do, and enjoying all of our mountains and treating it like it's their own. And guess what? The state gave them that license to do just that, and that's what's going to happen. So there you have it, guys. That's what's going on. There's a couple other articles that came out. uh, there is always that saying, it could be worse, and it could be. Washington State has closed fishing entirely. They have state and land closures. I mean, they're just closing everything down up there. So there you have it. Washington's closed. I know Oregon. I think it's on this article. Yeah. So Oregon has closed to non-residents, so they're open in some aspects, but only to Oregon residents, which is fine. I think that's understandable. We don't want people like completely crossing state lines and stuff like that, because obviously that states should have that ability. But I think when you're limiting entire counties for people that do live in this state, I think that's a little ridiculous. But anyway, so that's that. Let's see if there's anything else I found on here. Um, Other states, it's just interesting. Like Texas. Let's show you what Texas is doing, guys. I don't know if you guys know this, um, but let's look at Texas fishing season. This is news. Um, let's show you what they're doing. So here it is, Texas governor. Good for Texas. Texas governor declares fishing and hunting essential. I love it. And that's what and why is it that they're able to do that, but here in California, ban it all. Just ban it. Nobody can visit the mountains or anything. Just ban it. Well, you see, it is possible, guys. It is possible to do. It's all choices. It's all political. It's just there's an anti-fishing, outdoor sentiment in this state. Let's face it, there's a lot of Democrats, and most Democrats hate that stuff. They absolutely hate it. And that's why it's being pushed along. And the shame is that we have entities like Fish and Game and Fish and Wildlife and all that. They're supposed to be advocates for this stuff, to encourage people to use their outdoors. But what are they doing? They're just towing the line for the Democrat Party in our state and shutting it all down. Anytime they get, that's how you know the true intentions of the government that you are involved with, is when things go wrong, you'll see what their first reactions are. Ban guns, close down the gun stores, shut down the fishing, stay inside your house. You see what I mean? So that's what this is really about, guys. That's as simple as I can put it. So let's wait. That's what we're waiting on right now. Is there's going to be a list, and I've already asked Fish and Game on Facebook, and they're saying that there's going to be a list, and we're just kind of waiting on that. So just right now, just assume that by the 25th, they're going to announce the Sierra shut down, and they're saying it's just to the 31st. But at the same time, they're talking about Governor Newsom saying that we are yet to peak out in California, that we are looking at a huge, spike in cases by the end of May. So how are we going to have a spike of cases in the end of May, but we're going to reopen the Sierra at the end of May? So, guys, don't count on it reopening in May. It's not going to reopen. It's going to stay closed. I don't think you're going to see it open this year. That's my prediction, guys. I think it's going to stay closed this entire year. I don't think you're going to see any fishing up there. My only hope is that they may allow fishing on the Owens River, because it is possible. But here's the thing: LADWP has already closed down access roads. Everything that LADWP owns is closed. And if you know the Sierras, a lot of the access roads that lead to the Owens are all owned by LADWP. So right now, it looks like even that might not be that great of an option if that's what's going on. So anyway, that's it, guys. I'm going to check out of here. I hope you guys enjoy the updates. There's no more teleconference calls. We're just waiting on that list and to hear the finalization of what is closed. I have a feeling that you're going to see San Bernardino County in on that, but we'll all have to wait and see who decides what counties are in on it. I think a lot of them want to do it on the sneaky backside. I don't think a lot of them wanted to be on record in that call because they didn't want to be heard. But I think you're going to see quite a few counties jumping in on that. And that'll be it. So don't forget to like and subscribe. Look forward to more videos. Lots more to come from the channel. We love you guys. I hope you guys are staying safe out there. Don't be discouraged. There will be opportunities to get outside and get fishing, and we'll discuss some other things you can do to stay ready for when this stuff does open up. And we'll talk about what that means when it does and what things will be like and all that good stuff. So we'll see you on the next one, guys. Thanks for watching.